Mizkif is a streamer on Twitch who has risen to popularity recently due to his unique style of content and ability to collaborate with other creators. Mizkif streams are more of a reality TV show than they are your average gaming stream. This creates a community of people who are there to watch Mizkif and his friends rather than gameplay. Unless he is sponsored, of course.
Hold on, we have a word for my sponsor. You're a fucking clown, LOL. You sit on your fat ass all day and you're playing a fucking mobile game. Jesus. Didn't know you could be that sad in your life.
Always one step ahead.
What's going on, dude?
Although Mizkif wasn't the first one to have a stream focused around creators and personalities, he certainly has done a very good job at making a stream like this. But with any content focused around creators and personalities, there's a community that could get maybe too close and or too attached to the streamers, which we'll talk about later in the video. In this video, I will explain all the major parts of Mizkif's community, where they came from, and how they came to be. The first large community that Mizkif had watching him was the CX community, followed by the LSF community, then the Japanese community, and finally the YouTube community. The CX community, also known as the Ice Poseidon community, was the place where Miz got his first real audience. He joined Ice Poseidon with intentions on making videos based around Ice Poseidon and his crew. But while being cameraman for Ice, the viewers started taking interest in Mizkif, and he became a member of the community, joining the ranks of Brandon Hampton, EBZ, Asian Andy, Mexican Andy, and more. The CX community was also known for being very toxic and edgy, but that was the norm for the internet at this time. I won't go into further detail about this community, as it was a long time ago, and kind of a cesspool. When Miz started streaming, he needed a way to gain traction. Marbles was getting repetitive and boring, so Miz swapped over to farming clips on LSF. This is where he gained his LSF/drama community. These people enjoy drama, and more drama. They have the ability to clip and ship clips in record times. In order to get as many people from LSF as possible, Mizkif would farm clips on LSF as his main content. Mizkif got so good at farming that if he would have actually farmed crops instead of clips, he would have actually solved world hunger. This is also around the time where Mizkif met Maya, which farmed an unbelievable amount of clips. The LSF community is still a large part, maybe even the majority, of Mizkif's community today. The Japanese community started when Miz got picked up by a channel that clips English streamers and translates them to Japanese. At the time, Mizkif was playing the new Animal Crossing. Every time Mizkif would catch a rare fish, he would have a crazy overreaction.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Holy shit! This thing's huge! Oh my god! This thing is massive!
The Japanese channel would take these freakouts and post them in Japan, and the Japanese people loved it. They swore Mizkif's YouTube channel and even his Twitch channel.
Mizuku!
Let's go, what's your name?
Mizuki!
What the fuck is your name?
It's Mizuki. I just said my name like 6 times, man. You don't
Come on,
have
I'm
to
trying to hype you up, dog.
Oh, okay.
Let's go! Oh! Show off your muscles, let it know you're ready. Ah, show those muscles. Show
Yeah! I'm Mizuki!
Mizkif at first embraced these Japanese viewers with open arms. However, this community couldn't last. The language barrier was just too much, and it was a serious problem for Mizkif's YouTube channel. They would click on his YouTube videos and then not really finish them. They would get right to the start of the video and then X out because they couldn't understand English and there was no Japanese subtitles. This led to the average retention rate of viewers on his channel being extremely low, which destroyed his videos in the algorithm. Miz was forced to start a whole new channel so that he could restart his place in the algorithm and try to get traction again. With this final straw, the Japanese community finally left and the Mizuki arc was over. The YouTube community is the community which has led to the peak of Mizkif's career. Recently, Mizkif's YouTube channel has been getting a lot of traction. This is because his videos are actually entertaining. They're compact versions of Mizkif's streams with interesting thumbnails and titles. Mizkif's YouTube videos grab the attention of a lot of people who end up going over to watch the stream live. You would think that with this influx of so many clueless chatters, that the chat would be ruined. But this is not true. Sure, if you read chat, you'll see that there's obvious signs of people who don't know the Twitch culture. But overall, the chat still remains healthy due to Mizkif's core community. As time progresses and Mizkif's YouTube channel continues to grow, there will be more and more people coming over from YouTube, which is good and bad. The good part is that Mizkif's Twitch channel will continue to grow, but the more people that come from YouTube, the worse the chat is. Mizkif's rise in popularity recently has led to Mizkif becoming a lot more PG friendly, which is something that Mizkif has to do in order to remain advertiser friendly. Almost all big streamers have shifted to become more politically correct recently, as it is the only way you can thrive in this industry. This transition to more advertiser-friendly content has rubbed off the wrong way on some of the older members of the community, especially those from the CX era. Many people from the CX community end up being banned for being edgy in chat, and then they have to move on to other places.
Boy next door.
One of the most important parts about any streamer's community is the chat. Mizkif chat is no exception. It's a big part of his stream, and a lot of his content wouldn't be possible without the chat. Some of the main unique features about a Mizkif chat that you won't find anywhere else include things like chatters calling Miz a pussy, Mizkif chat also having an extreme addiction to Emiru. I mean, they'll spam Emiru emotes for hours on end. A strange obsession with both Dito and Greg, having chat wars with juicers, telling Mizkif to play Smite, and then leaving when he plays Smite. At this point, there's been 160 million messages sent in Mizkif's chat, making it one of the biggest on Twitch, with the most used emote being tryhard, unsurprisingly. There is a problem as of more recent times, however. The people from other communities like TikTok and YouTube come into the chat not really knowing how to communicate in a Twitch culture. So they'll just type random sentences without emotes, or just random things that everybody knows not to type. This can lead to a worse experience for both the streamer and the other chatters. The worst thing that can happen to a Twitch chat is that it gets overrun by Normans. The Mizkif community is not always as wide people happy as it may appear on the surface. There are people out there who may get way too attached to Mizkif. Just recently there was a streamer that I will not name who grew off of cyberstalking Miz and getting extremely invested in Mizkif's personal life. He would pull up a notepad on stream and write out details about Miz and his friends. He would formulate theories about the relationships and random things that seemed to intrude on Mizkif's privacy. This individual started to pick up traction by making Mizkif and Emiru shipping videos, and then transferred to streaming. In his streams, he would picked up almost 1,000 viewers in under a week by pretending to be a schizo and creating disturbing theories concerning Mizkif. He would do all of this while sitting in a Discord voice channel that was open to everybody. Both Erob and Mizkif's offline chat found this streamer extremely disturbing, and so they went into his Discord and roasted this guy to a crisp.
You smell like you farted.
Farted.
Hey, beat under bro, I F you retarded.
The streamer was banned almost as quickly as he blew up. After the streamer's ban, a great celebration was had by both offline chats of Mizkif and Erob's community. This is not the only guy like this though. There are a surprising amount of Discords dedicated solely to getting invested into Mizkif's personal life. These guys will just sit in this Discord and generate theories and clips about shipping and other weird things that normal fans might not do. Although Mizkif's community might have some degenerate oddballs, I would say that overall it's a positive community full of people from around the world who appreciate the content that Mizkif creates.